Very good afternoon to everyone present here. This is Arya Jha, your host for this afternoon.
This is Aryan Shashank. I'll be the co-host for this afternoon.
We are the light, we are the hue, welcoming the extraordinary you.
So Arya, while I was coming to the hall, I was listening to music. Some songs of multiple genre. I had a different person pop up into my head for each song. I was wondering if the audience is gonna have a similar experience.
I'm sure they do have Aryan.
But how do we make sure of that?
Audience up for a game. No
Energy.
response, oh my god. Okay.
So the thing is simple. I request all of you to close your eyes for a minute.
भीड़ में यूं न छोड़ो मुझे, घर लौट के भी आना पाऊं.
Okay, who popped into your head first?
Mom.
Mom.
So appropriate.
Good answer. Shall we go to the next one?
Yes.
Very less energy, guys. Come on.
तुम्हारी तस्वीर के सहारे मौसम कई गुजारे.
I'm not sure I can tell you who popped into my head, but I'll ask the audience. Who popped into your heads? Who?
Next one.
Next one.
उंगली पकड़ के तूने चलना सिखाया था ना, दहलीज ऊंची है ये पार करा दे.
For me, it was my grandmother. Mom. That's so sweet. Okay, last one.
मेरी जिंदगी सवारी मुझको गले लगा के बैठा दिया फलक पे, मुझे खाक से उठा के.
Answers? Okay, we have a wide range of answers here. Okay. Thank you so much. And the energy inside the hall yesterday was extreme. Can we beat yesterday with today, guys? Come on. That's very passive, man. We need more energy, guys. Come on. That's more like it.
A huge shout out to all the strong women present in our lives, please.
To the guys, to the men who support these women. Another round of cheers. Come on, guys. That's like it.
We welcome all the dignitaries, staff members, students to the Day 2 of International Women's Day celebration 2K23 here at Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Bangalore campus.
Before commencing the event, I request Ms. Meena, Ms. Shanti Paisani, Dr. Ami Dakshini, Ms. Ashima Gupta, Ms. Ashwini, and Dr. Sharada onto the stage for lighting the lamp.
There is nothing to fear, said Amma. Let us all hold on to our respective gods. We have Sri Vagesh and team to grace us with a prayer. I invite them on stage. I request everyone to rise up for the same.
सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा नानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मल स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे हयग्रीवमुपास्महे हयग्रीवमुपास्महे हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे.
Thank you for setting up the positive energy with your elegant voice, guys.
The next event on the agenda is a performance, performing Durga Stuti. Lyrics written by Madurai and Krishna. Here the goddess Durga is the form of Mahishasur Mardini is worshipped. This song is in Revati Raga and Adi Talam. From one area to another, I invite Miss Arya from the Department of EC to take us on a rhythmic trip.
Durga Hello? Hello? Yes, Shima, are you there? Yes, yes, I can. I can. Are you able to see?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, I can hear you.
Very nice, very nice.
Can you see me? Can you see me?
Can you just raise the camera to yourself to your face? That's not enough.
A huge round of applause, guys, please. For those who don't know, Miss Arya is a faculty from the Department of ECE. And what you just saw in this moment was beyond just this performance. There is years of practice, sadhana of Miss Arya and her family members and her passion of this art. We are truly grateful for your mesmerizing performance, ma'am. Thank you so much. This morning I was supposed to wake up early and get some work done. But I chose to tuck myself in. And I called it self-love. But I was just lazy. I always had this privilege of waking up late and getting work done after the sun was up high. But my mom, she had to wake up way before the sunrise to complete the chores and go out to work. I'm sure the panelists and all our professors and all the staff present here today are such strong-willed women. Audience, you are in for a roller coaster ride today. Our panelists, their stories and their ideas are filled with compassion, love, power, drama, thrill, and whatnot. Be ready to experience all the rasas of emotions. You are in for a ride.
One of our panelists and our moderator today, we have Ms. Ashwini Chandrasekhar. Ms. Ashwini Chandrasekhar works as Associate Manager of Content at Byju's. She loves getting kids excited about learning science and math, especially girls. Okay, she has created over 1,500 science videos in the edtech space and is currently creating hands-on activities, interactives, and games to make learning more fun. She has worked with the Ministry of Education and got admitted to Columbia's Teachers College last year, but refused the offer and stayed back in India. She's not just all of this. For those who know her personally, know that Miss Ashwini is a wave of energy. Her voice exudes energetic charm and she'll not let you have a dull moment even for a second.
Before we go ahead, I request Dr. Sriram Devanathan to present the welcoming tokens to Ms. Meena. Next, I request Dr. Vidya to present the welcoming token to Ms. Shanti Baisani. Next, I request Priya Gupta ma'am to present the welcoming token to Dr. Ami Dakshini. Now I request with Divya ma'am to present the welcoming token to Ms. Ashima Gupta. Finally, I request Vasanti ma'am to present the welcoming token to Ms. Ashwini.
Brace yourselves, put your seatbelts on. Welcome aboard Ms. Ashwini, moderator for today's panel discussion. Welcome, ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks so much, Arya and Aryan. Am I audible? Yes? Hey, who of you saw the Cyril Joseph man's talk yesterday? All of you? There's so many. Oh, she was fabulous. I actually happened to catch it virtually. It was fabulous, it was fantastic. It's still there, right? If you want to go and watch it, those who haven't caught it. So there's something that she mentioned yesterday, right? She said, in a world where we constantly trying to be progressive, somehow as women we're trying to be meant to be progressive. And I'm definitely guilty of that crime, so I'd like to admit that first. And she also said being progressive means rising above gender, right? And that really somehow stayed with me from the top. So, well, there are a whole bunch of, there's a star-studded cast today that's rising above gender, and we'll talk to them in just a few moments. So, because we're talking about privilege, right? Privilege, boon or bane, we don't usually think of ourselves as being privileged, right? But each one of us in this hall, in this premier institute, sitting in this AC hall, talking in a language that's technically foreign, and we're able to hear each other, understand each other, are definitely the top 1% in the country. Still very much top 1% in the country because we're privileged. But not everybody has that privilege. In fact, there's one particular privilege, which is the privilege of having an ambition, the privilege to dream, right? So we'll talk about all of this, but first let me introduce our, well, heavyweight champions. There's no other way to put it. So, starting with Ashima Gupta ji, who's an MBA grad, who has a diploma in nutrition. She's an entrepreneur and a mother of 2 boys, one 18, one 10. If you see her, you definitely not believe me, but well, that's what she tells us, so let's believe her. She has experience in handling business for over 15 years. She started her journey in the field of nutrition and was doing consultations while working with one of the biggest nutrition brands in the country. And now she owns 2 brands of her own. They are called Cream Villa and Magadhi Meva. So those of you who plan to make it big in the business world, here's your chance to pick her brain. Please welcome Ashima Gupta ji. Alright. Next we have Miss Meena Krishnan. She was born in South India and has traveled the whole country growing up. She was exposed to multiple cultures and that has deeply shaped her vibrant personality. You will see that today. A curious and always enthusiastic person, Meena ji graduated in biology. She took up teaching as a career until she got married and moved to Jamshedpur. She made the choice to quit her teaching career to focus on her children and household. It was only after her husband passed away that she decided to resume teaching and started tutoring school kids. A Tamilian by birth, but she teaches Hindi and Sanskrit as well and speaks multiple languages. She's 79 and that does not stop her from solving Sudoku and Wordle and other such religiously every day. The more challenging, the better. She learns and plays the keyboard, the Casio. She performs Hindi vocals on stage. She participates in dance events. She travels alone if and when she wants to. She plays table tennis very well. Or simply when she feels like it, she puts on her walking shoes and walks a few kilometers every single day without fail. She's a fabulous cook and amazing singer and has a level of energy that can put a teenager to shame. That is Meena Krishnan and popularly known as Dadi. Meena ji, please come to the stage. Next, we have Miss Shanti Vaisani. She's a senior manager and global synergy lead at Wipro India. In fact, the end of this year marks her 20th work anniversary. She has a diploma in French and a BSc from Osmania University in Hyderabad. She did her MBA in supply chain management. Shanti ji has handled various roles in procurement, worked off-site and on-site for various MNCs and has become an expert in supply chain management. Her work has often taken her offshore to the US, Canada, Australia, etc. In fact, one major challenge she faced was managing her professional life along with personal life while working off-site in Australia for ANZ Bank. She's received numerous awards. The list runs really long. I'll name just a few. Excellent Procurement and Procurement Professional, Wipro. Best Procurement Leader, Wipro. Best People Manager, Oracle. Emerging Leader, IBM. She's also a Lean Six Sigma Black Belt certified person. She's also very vocal about the representation of women in top roles and the lack of seeing things from a woman's perspective. That's Shanti Vaisani for you. Please come to the stage, ma'am. Next we have Dr. Ami Dakshini. She's a dermatologist and an entrepreneur. She has 20 years of experience in skincare. She specializes in anti-aging treatments, but don't we all need some of that? Her patients love her for her personalized care and attention. She customizes skincare plans according to each patient's unique needs. She lays special focus on dermatopsychosis, that is, she deals with connections between the skin and the mind. She's the founder of Think Skin Clinic and has treated 1 lakh patients and counting. She's the founder and CEO of Go Skin Positive, her skin brand that she launched on the 15th of August 2022. Their mantra is, be comfortable in your skin, you are truly special. She also participates in multiple research projects which benefit from her deep understanding of skin treatments and formulations. And like I just now came to know, she's also practiced the Bharatanatyam for 15 years and is now practicing Kathak. So extremely talented and an academic, Dr. Ami Dakshini. Please come to the stage now. We also have joining us virtually Dr. Savitri, again another heavyweight champion. It's a seriously star-studded cast, guys. She's a human rights researcher and she advocates for orphan and disabled communities. She lost both her parents very early in life and was abandoned by her relatives at the age of 5 after her parents and grandparents passed away. She's blind from birth. Hers has been an incredible struggle, but her story is also equally amazing and inspiring. Savitri ji received her PhD from IIT Bombay recently. She's also IIT Bombay's first visually impaired female PhD student. Her thesis is titled Vulnerability of Orphans in the Context of Citizenship. She's vocal about the... Oh, hi. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Hi. Fine, how are you?
Very well, very well. She's vocal about the stereotypes and ableist attitudes she's faced. She has shared her experiences, her journey of advocating for accessibility and having agency in her life on multiple platforms. So we'll hear her amazing story, more from her. So welcome, Savitri ji.
Thank you so much for inviting me here on this platform.
You're most welcome. We are privileged to be here with you.
Yes. Yes, yes. So I have to start now.
So we'll actually pose a few questions, some to all the
Okay.
panel members and some more directly.
Okay.
So yeah, so once we pose those questions, the stage is all yours.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And finally, I'm an alumna of this college, Ashwini Chandrasekhar. I graduated in 2013. So long history with the college. As I like to joke with Principal Sir, I came here and studied with the dinosaurs. They were okay. Anyhow, I'll just say it's lovely to be back home because that's what it is. It's home. So let's get started. So coming back to our topic, we've been talking about privilege, right? I'm just gonna come there and then we can get the discussion started. Alright. So speaking of privilege, right? We basically define privilege as some advantages that a certain group in society enjoys, right? By virtue of their membership in that society. What does this complicated definition mean? It means you have certain privileges because you're a man, not because you did something, or because you're a woman, or because you're rich, or because you're poor, or because you're young, or you're old, or you're educated, or you're not educated. But there are privileges that all of us enjoy. And like I just mentioned, a very basic privilege that we take for granted is the privilege to have an ambition, to have a dream. Right? All of us here, especially you all, with a wealth of possibilities out there. The fact that you are getting a premium education in a premium institute and you have all these insane possibilities lying in front of you, you are privileged, we all are privileged. So my first question to all the panel members is this. Have you always had the privilege to dream? Was it ever denied to you? Have you always had the privilege to dream? आपको हमेशा सपने देखने का हक रहा है? Or was it ever denied? Was it ever taken away even for a short while? So let's start from your left, my right. Let's start from ma'am. Okay, let's start from Meena ji.
Hello. I think in my childhood I had some few dreams and all. Then afterwards I never had any wishes or no dreams at all. I never dreamt about anything. Whatever comes, I take it and I do it. That is how I live. No dreams.
You didn't have the privilege to dream.
I had the privilege.
Right.
But I slept so well, you know. I didn't have I think when you dream, your sleep is not properly, I think. If you half sleep, then you get up in the middle twice, thrice. But I don't have that type of time to think also, you know. I work and I get tired and I sleep like anything. घोड़ा बेच के सो जाती हूँ मैं.
Meena ji is actually known for her sense of humor. She's fantastically humorous. So you'll be well entertained throughout this session, I can guarantee that. Alright, Ashima ji.
Yeah, so like when I was in college, we always dreamt of lot of things. You want to become air hostess, model, or you want to do something of your own business. So many things used to come in my mind. But when I used to see my mom, she's a housewife. So like I used to think whether I will be able to do it. And if I used to talk about something like I want to become into air hostess or something, so my relatives used to say ki, you want to serve food in the plane. So like that was the simple thing, mindset was there. So when I got married, my husband supported me very well. And because of him, I am here right now because he supported me from the very first day. He wanted me to be out every day. He wanted me to do something in life and he pushed me because most of my dreams were till college. And when I got married, I thought I will be happy housewife, enjoying life. We were in US. And then he pushed me.
Privileged, right?
Pardon?
Okay. Yeah. So then he supported me, and I have been running businesses from 15 years, and he's always with me for all the ups and downs in the business, and that is what. So I got the privilege to dream because of my husband.
Fabulous. All right. Shanti ma'am.
Good afternoon all. Hope you are enjoying this session till now. So we didn't want to make it a lengthy and boring thing. So when it comes to the privileges, it all depends upon what we want to take it as a privilege or what we deny it. So there are few things which comes in your life, maybe as a privilege, but you are denied because of the situations you have to face in your life. So privilege is something which comes, but it is after us on how we take it and how we move on in the life. Thank you.
Thank you. Amrita.
Yes, so privilege, I think we're all very privileged, and again it's very subjective. I'm sure you'll agree that being a girl is also a privilege, and being a boy also it's a privilege. It's like she said, it's the way you take it. And the most important thing in privilege, according to me and my life, is the support that you get. So each one of you as a student here has been supported by your parents to come up here, supported by your teachers, your staff, your friends, and that's the privilege I think we all have. And dreams are, like Meena ji said, that all of us dream, yeah, and it's good to dream, because when you dream, even if you don't reach the star, you fall on the roof at least. So I think we all should dream. We should try and achieve what we can. Just to give you a very simple example, I had one patient from your college come to me and said, she had some skin concern, and we were just chatting, and I asked her, how's your college? So she said, I like everything about it, but I hate the uniform. And I'm like, that's the last thing you should be thinking about, because after a while, when I come to clinic, I think, I wish I had a uniform, because every day I have to think what to wear. So privilege for you and me is different there. So I think what you get, be happy, because subsequently you will crave for it.
Yeah, thank you. Very nicely put. All right. Savitri ji, is she Dr. Savitri?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from you, please.
I think I'm really privileged to being a woman, and I think all my dreams have been fulfilled, according to me, because my dream was to, work for a society. That was my actually dream, and for that I was really fighting with my, my volunteers, fighting with my teachers, because they were not allowing me to do it. And another my dream was that also was fulfilled. So I wanted to tell you that I'm a really a huge fan of RD. Was that somehow I should actually go and meet his, at least see something related to him. And actually, that dream also was fulfilled. And so I personally feel, so whatever till now I had dreamed, that was fulfilled. Because so I don't think that there is nothing that it is not fulfilled. So but yeah, some things related to personal things that I can say that society hasn't was not fair enough. That maybe we'll talk it later, but that was not related to dreams. So that maybe sometime in maybe discussion when we talk, then that can be talked later. So, but whatever dreams I have seen, that was fulfilled, I think. But my one dream that I'm dreaming is that I somehow want to go to foreign, abroad. So hope so that also will be fulfilled. And that academic thing only will take me.
Be sure it will be fulfilled. You've scaled larger mountains in life anyway. Foreign जाना तो कुछ भी नहीं है आपके लिए.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. So my next question is for Dr. Ami, Shanti ji, and Ashima ji. So now while things are changing at the grassroots, right? Women are going to work, they're getting an education, etc.
that change is not equally fast at the top. And right in the beginning, Shantiji actually even mentioned, we briefly touched upon it. So let's talk about that a little more. So just to give a little bit of context on why we are saying this. So there's something called the FTSE 250, right? That is the Financial Times Stock Exchange 250, which is top 250 companies listed in the London Stock Exchange. Now, out of these, number one, 97% CEOs on that list are men. And number two, now this one is a real baffler. There are more CEOs named John on that list than there are female CEOs. This really, this did it for me. Why is that the case? Why is the representation there so less? Let's start from Shantiji.
Sure. So I started my career from the basics. So I started my careers maybe as an analyst. So that's the basic level. So you see a lot of women being there at that particular level. As you grow up in your ladder, you see that there is like only less ratio of the females who come to the top of middle management level. So when you attend most of the senior management level meetings or any of these meetings, you see that you are the only woman over there. And sometimes you need to make your point very strong so that all the men over there hear your point. You need to be louder. You need to make that impact of that whatever you wanted to say, make that impactful so that audience or the men who are there listen to your voice. So as you see that maybe because women have many other things to take care of in their personal life as well. Say for example, when we go to office, we have to manage our household, our kids, our cooking, everything, and then we have to go to the office. So maybe because of all these things, you see very less women moving to the higher levels in their professional life. But as you grow, you definitely see that there is lesser and lesser number of the females in that top position. So we need to make that impact when we go to the top levels, and we need to be agile. We need to understand, adopt ourselves to the change. We need to embrace the change, and we also need to understand how important it is for us to understand what are the current affairs in the market, adopt the new changes, learn the new technology, and be relevant to the market. The moment you are irrelevant in the market, you will become the redundant in the market, that's for sure. So when you are in any group discussions or anywhere, you should know what topic to pick up and what to speak in the crowd so that you make yourself relevant in the position, you make yourself relevant in the stage you are. So this is what I wanted to say.
Put a lot of work.
Please pardon the intrusion. I have an announcement for the day scholars. Your buses will be leaving at 4:45 p.m. Yeah, so you guys can stay here.
You have to stop.
Have to stay. Alright. So like she was saying, she has to put in a lot of background work. Is the work that you have to put in more than the work that your male colleagues had to put in?
Definitely, you have to put extra effort when compared to men because it's the male-dominated society. I didn't want to make it a gender bias, but obviously, when there are 90 people in the room and there are only 10 people, ladies. Yeah. So obviously, you need to be more. You need to put 120% so that they obviously look at you and make your point valid in that particular context. So definitely, you need to put extra effort when compared to men in this society so that you outshine men.
Wow. Alright. Now you know. Amrita.
So just one quick question. How many of you read the newspaper daily? So such few hands. Come on. That's it? I'm surprised. Okay. So can you stand up? Let me just see once. How many of you read the newspaper daily? Oh my God. Don't disappoint me, please. No. I'm amazed. It's only men. Yes, I'm just one lone woman. So now we should not be complaining, women, yeah, that we don't get the higher positions, we don't get this. Do we attempt? Yeah? Do we actually try? Many a times,
I understand about 3 or 4 decades ago that women had to really shout, come up there and speak for themselves. But this is the privileged era for all of us in India too. All of you girls, your parents pay the same amount as the boy student is paid here. Correct? There's no separate fee for a girl or a boy, right? So all of your parents are working for you so that you get educated and you go out there in the world and shine like Shantiji, right? But how many of us are actually making use of it? How many of us are actually trying to dream there and reach there? And believe me, be it a John or Bill Gates or be it anybody in India or abroad, it never comes without hard work. Just before I attended today's session, I was in Mumbai with a session with all dermatologists, and believe me, there we were more women than men. We were more women there, and we were so proud of it because we worked hard to reach there. Yes, there are certain things I feel, Ashwini, that need to change at our house level. And the first thing that we need to change is equality of work at home. It should not be that the kitchen is only for the woman and the girl and not for the man. It starts right from there.
Right.
Because even if I get educated, if I get married and I'm stuck in the kitchen, I'm not going to be able to explore what I've learned, what I'm good at, my talents, my vision, my dream. There I need a man to support me, to equally take up the job in the house and in the kitchen. I think if we teach our boys to do that as a mother,
Right.
and teach them to work just like my daughter or a girl does, he's going to emulate the same thing when he gets married. And that girl is then free. So it always begins from me, how much hard work I put in, how much equality and justice I follow in my house before I start looking outside. And I think each one of you over here, be it a boy or a girl, remember, it's not about the gender. It's about your values, what you really think for. How many of us over here think girls only cry, boys shouldn't cry? Boys should look at finance, girls should not look at finance of the house. Why? These are just made by us. Crying, although is feminine, a man should adopt it. And finance, although is masculine, a girl should learn it. We have to become whole. We should not try and be the other. That's all I want to say. So please,
Thank you. That's valuable, right? So maybe we can go home tonight. The guys can be better sons, so you can be in future better husbands and better fathers. All right, Ashimaji.
Yeah, see, like I'm in a business right now, and there's a lot of competition, and that is a male-dominating competition right now, because the business which I run, a lot of men run these kind of businesses. So what I've seen when I am running a business, basically it's a very unconventional business run by a woman. So what I've seen, sometimes people take you for granted as a woman when you're running a business. They feel if I talk about I have to take care of my family, my kids, I have to provide them food, healthy food, then and that is a basic instinct in women to keep the house clean. So we have so many things in our plate, and then we have to look after the business also. So there are too many things in hand, and then taking care of business and all. So sometimes people think that we are doing as a hobby and not as a business. So that is the thing which comes sometimes in between. And what I feel is just women can do better. If that, a doctor was telling that Dr. Amin that we have to plan certainly that the boys should also do the work which the girls can do. Then only the moms can get free and do something from outside world and do better work and all. So that is thing. And what I feel, if we go to investors or leaderships also, they first see, are you fully into the business? Like if you're doing 100% and you are totally into it, then only the leadership also and the investors also okay, this is the right business and the right people to work with. So that is what. So as a woman also, we have to be mentally free from a lot of stuff and then be focused in what we are doing.
Thank you. So just leading on to that, because you spoke about it, we have, well, future leaders and future entrepreneurs in the crowd. What can they, both men and women, do differently at this stage in their lives? Because you've already lived it. So what advice do you have for them?
How many of you want to do your own business, want to be entrepreneur? Nice. So, see, it's first you have to dream about it, what you want to do. That is what you have to do. Then you have to plan it, how you want to plan your business in the long run. And if you guys are watching Shark Tank, then you will get a lot of ideas these days. So we also get ideas from Shark Tank, what we have to do and what we are doing wrong and what we can apply in the business. And just go with it. Just follow your dreams, work hard, be consistent. There will be failures. Not every business goes smoothly. If you think first year of your business will be like you will make millions, no. So it will take hard work, a lot of mind work and a lot of leadership to start a business, and give your business some time, approximately 2 years of your time, and then analyze it, whether you are in the right business or not, and then work on it. So it takes a lot of hard work, but after some time it will boom, like if you are in the right track. That is what I want to say.